Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's doing great. I wanted to pop on here because I've got first of all, I just want to catch up and kind of just say hi to everybody. And then I've got a very special event on Wednesday night. I'm going to be chatting with, interviewing, talking to HGTV star Tarek El Moussa, who, of course, is my business partner. And we're going to just talk about what's going on in real estate today. I had him on last week with our team, and we run these sales meetings with him. And people ask me all the time, what's it like dealing with Tarek, and is he really involved, and is he just a TV star? All the above, guys and gals. He is a freaking real estate expert. I mean, we talked about blockchain, crypto, stock market, all the trends that are going on in the real estate industry today. It was fire. Now, that training was just for our team. Okay, so you had to be on the Tarek El Moussa team to be able to participate in that training. But it was so good. And so many of our team members said, we need to do this for the entire real estate industry to level up. So give me some hearts out there. If you follow Tarek El Moussa, HGTV, or if, my God, if you watched season 5 of Selling Sunset, and it was cute because I brought it up to him last week and he was like hand in the face, right? But I've talked him into coming back live for all of Facebook Nation. And I say that you have to register for the event. And so I need you to throw me a DM or put it in the comments if you want me to send you a link to the event. And Tarek and I are just going to be talking very candidly about what's going on in real estate today. Guys and gals, this business is not for sissies. I mean, it has been, oh my gosh, it has been a rough few months with these interest rates, with the retraction in the markets. But some of the smartest people I know say that in a recession, we don't retract, we expand. And that's what we're going to do at the agency by Tarek El Moussa. We are in expansion mode. We are in crushing it mode. We're in the in it to win it mode. I put up a post this morning. I did $4 million last week. I call it my crown jewel listing. Absolutely the most exquisite home in the county that I live in. I had the honor of listing on Camino del Verdes, and we sold it in 5 days. So pretty happy about that. Pretty proud of that. And sold it. I can't talk numbers, but the seller was glad. The seller took the offer. I can tell you that. Another, a piece of land, great piece of land for another client of mine, sold that in multiple offers in a matter of just a few days. And then I was able to close on one for another client of mine that I actually represented the buyer on that one. There was like 15 offers on that deal, right? But it's just the art of knowing how to make the deal work. And so they were able to close on their new home last week for a total of $4,025,000 last week. And I don't say that to brag. I say because that's a strategy. And, we are a team that's in it to win it. And we're looking for, how come I can't see the comments? Oh, there they are. Hey, Sandy, send you a link. I absolutely will, girl. And Raman, okay, Rick, oh, Lord, yes. Yeah, God, y'all, I have been so busy. Yesterday, I took off. I was like, I'm going to take off on Sunday. I'm going to just take the day off. And then I got a call from a client, and there went taking the day off. Okay, so now I'm going to lose all these names on sending a link. Do me a favor, for all of you who want to link to Tarek El Moussa. God, y'all, he was fire. I'm putting my email address in. I just put it in the chat. There we go. I just put it in the chat. Shoot me an email, and I will absolutely get you the link. I mean, I just talked to Tarek a long time afterwards, and he was so brilliant last week with our team. And so, I've made the decision. I know a lot of you follow me on Clubhouse or you follow me around, and, people ask me all the time, what do you think about the recession? What do you think about inflation? What do you think about da, 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 da? I'm like, I just choose not to participate. Right. We're not in a real estate bubble. I don't believe that. I do believe we're going to see some correction. Hey, Rick, I just put it in. I just put it in the links, or I just put my email in there, lisa@lisacopeland.com. Shoot me an email, because now everybody's going to want it, and then I won't be able to keep up. I was going to post it earlier, but Tarek's team hasn't sent it over to me yet. Anyways, it's going to be Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern. I'm going to be doing it from Denver. I've got a speaking gig in Denver for Continental Insurance Company. It was a rebook from 2020. So you're going to see me out on the road quite a bit because a lot of my stuff from 2020 is now rebooking for 2022. And now, like, I'm in the real estate business now. And so it's just more of a story to be able to tell my audiences. So I will be doing it live from Denver, potentially the Denver airport, depending on what time my plane lands. But I'd already had it booked with Tarek, and so many people want to see it. They want to know what he has to say. You know, little known fact about Tarek El Moussa. People think, oh, he's just the flipper on HGTV. Oh, he's married to Heather on Selling Sunset. Okay, he's got a real estate trust, a REIT, real estate investment trust. And he is out acquiring properties, a lot like what Grant Cardone does. He's out acquiring multifamily properties, and he's got it into a REIT, and he's bringing investors into the REIT. And so he's an expert when it comes to the market. He's an expert on what's going on in the market. He's an expert on what investors are saying. He's an expert on what the street is doing, right? Meaning, you know, the mortgage-backed securities and things like that. And so it was absolute fire last week. I've got my video guy kind of chopping up the interview so that I can put pieces out on social media. We obviously don't want to let all of our trade secrets out to the world. So, you know, and then also, you know, if you are in real estate and you're thinking, God, like, I want to work with this team. I want to work with Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone, and Tarek El Moussa, and Ari Lyondike, and Sharon Lecter, and Haas Pratt, and Brian Colhane, and Lisa Copeland, and all of us that are in leadership. You ought to jump on, because I mean, you will see the heart of Tarek El Moussa, and you'll see the heart of every single one of us. Like, if I'm not out working with clients or sellers, I'm working with my team at all times. Like, I'm pretty much on speed dial to my team. I do two big training calls a week, and Elena Cardone does a big training call a week. Sharon Lecter does monthly meetings with her people. Brian Colhane's got like 7. Like, if you want to go beyond just working with a real estate coach, sitting in a sales meeting every morning, eating donuts and having somebody tell you how to do it, versus working with people that are actually doing it, you know, and that was really important to me, because a lot, you know, I've got about 800 agents now in my organization. And honestly, I wouldn't have to sell a house again. I don't have to. My agents do that well, and therefore I do well. But I feel like it is critical that I am out there playing the game alongside of them. You know, I can say to them, here's what I did to get a $2.8 million listing. Here's what I did to sell that $2.8 million listing. Here's what I did to do this, and here's what I did to do that. And I know what you're up against, and I know the multiple offer situation, but I've got a strategy of multiple offers. I swear to goodness, God, y'all, I win 80% of the time. The seller can't turn it down. Okay. And those are things that we share with our team. I'm not going to share it here on Facebook. Why would I do that? You're not on my team. But if you're on my team, I'm going to show you how to win and how to win big. And every single one of us that I mentioned, Haas, Brian, Tarek, Elena, Sharon, like every single one of us are available. We're available to our team. We're available to Lauren Hunt. You know, we are available to help people win, because that's why we got into this thing, is to help people win. And so not only did I have a really good week last week, but I also earned EXP's highest award for an agent, and that's Icon. So an Icon agent, you have to do $500,000 in commissions, and you have to sell a certain amount of properties, and you have to do it within a 12-month period. And I wrapped it up in about 9 months. And I'm super proud of that, because less than 1% of realtors in the world, in the country, hit the stats that the EXP Icon agents hit. So that was a bucket list of mine, right? Last year I wanted to hit Icon. I got hurt. You guys know that. I was in that wreck. And so it slowed me down for 3 or 4 months for sure. This is not a group award, right? It's for individual production. So this is my production. It's not my team's production. I don't have a full-time buyer's agent. This is Lisa out hustling and selling houses. Okay. This is Lisa out doing what I do best, and that's making deals happen. That's getting houses on the market. That's getting them sold. That's marketing. That's meeting with the community. That's talking to economic development in different cities to find out what we need to do to put our footprint in there. I just brought on a great custom home builder. I was out there on Saturday Valiant Custom Homes. Super excited. You'll see me doing some posts on that. I'm going to be handling their custom home builds using some of the strategies that I learned over the years working with custom home builders. So like we are in full on expansion mode. I'm not worried. I'm really not worried about this recession. I've got a lot of agents that have come to me and said, man, maybe I need to start looking for a day job. I'm like, you go look for a day job if you're going to quit. If you're going to quit, and if you've already put your mind into the fact that rates are high and this and that, da 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 da, then really seriously go find your day job. You know, if you're willing, if you're ready to dig in and you're ready to play at a big level, then you ought to join us. You ought to listen to Tarek, listen to what Tarek has to say when I interview him this Wednesday night at 6 Central, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, because it'll actually be 4 Pacific his time. And I will literally just be jumping off of an airplane in Denver. Like I'm going to have to go find some place I can get Wi-Fi in the airport, I think. But hey, that's okay. Because like I said, I invited Tarek to this party and he was so gracious to give his time. You know, people just don't see the expertise of Tarek El Moussa. They don't. Like they just see him on television. They see him on TMZ. They see him on Entertainment Tonight. That dude is so smart. And, you know, and he has done so much research on the market. I mean, you know, you don't have your own real estate investment trust if you're just out there just flipping houses. And the knowledge that he brought, you know, example, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm getting crypto certified. I'm partnering with another one of my partners within our Colhane organization to be an influencer for blockchain, for real estate. And so, you know, if you don't know what's going on and what's coming down the freight and what's coming down the pike, you're going to die in this business. Let me just tell you right now, you're going to die because things will not be done the same 12 months from now as they're done today. And I have agents and I have mortgage companies and I have title companies telling me, oh, you're just listening to, I'm like, no, this is coming like a freight train. Ask Blockbuster what happens when you don't adapt or when you decide to kind of just live in your own little world and just go, oh, that's not going to happen to me. My clients aren't going to, get involved with the blockchain. My clients are not involved with cryptocurrency. Yeah, they are. And if they're not, they will be. So why would we as real estate professionals not get ahead of that game right now and start educating our clients? Is it the best for every person out there? No, it's not. But unfortunately, or fortunately, you know, with the devaluation of the dollar, I think we're going to see a lot more going on with digital currencies. Do I love it? Probably not. Do I like change? No, not so much. I kind of feel like things work pretty good now the way they are, but it doesn't matter what I like or what I think. You know, I'm committed to this industry. I'm committed to my team. I'm committed to the company that I work for. And I am committed to my clients to be cutting edge in everything that I do. So put it down on your calendar. Shoot me an email, lisa@lisacopeland.com. I will send you the link to Wednesday night with HGTV star Tarek El Moussa. And truthfully, just one of the smartest guys I know. He's such a sweetheart. You know, he said last week on it, which I have my guy doing that clip. He's like, Lisa Copeland, you make more money on the Tarek El Moussa brand than I do. I were just laughing. I'm like, Tarek, you wait to see the billboards that are going up. Dude, like, of course I leverage your brand. Why would I not? I love you. I think you're amazing. I think you've got an amazing household brand. You teach me so much. I learned so much, you know, being, you know, with you and with Haas and with Brian and with Sharon and with Elena. Like, I am not only a better realtor for it, but I'm a better person for hanging out with all these people. And then I'll leave it with this, I believe so much in this stuff. You know, I just signed up for, hold on, Rick says traditional title companies have about 15 years or less. Oh, no, Rick. 5 years for title companies. It's going blockchain. And I'm involved with a company and I can't get into it now. I'm super excited. A good friend of mine within EXP she's kind of the initial person. This is a big deal. It's going through NAR. And they're going to bring me in as one of the influencers. So one of the people to be able to kind of start working on this project and working with this project. Had a call with her and her husband on Saturday. Title companies don't have 15 years. They got 5 if they're lucky. because this company is working with title companies and mortgage companies. And I mean, you're either going to get with it or you're going to be out of business. End of story. And it's so hard, like for older people like me who are in mortgage, who I spent so many years in mortgage. I spent so many years. I never spent any time in title, but in real estate, and even in the auto industry, right? And the dinosaurs that I've worked with over the years, and I've worked really hard not to be a dinosaur, because I kind of fall into that age group that I could be a dinosaur. But I am so open to learning, right? I'm so open to what the markets do because I've seen it firsthand in businesses that I've run at a very high level. So anyways, we're going to talk about all of that on Wednesday with Tarek. And Tarek has got a firm grip. Like when I tell you firm grip on what's going on in the markets. And he's going to tell you the markets suck and the markets are not predictable, right? And so the only way to build true wealth. So even if you're not in real estate and you just want to hear from Tarek and you want to get some wisdom because you're thinking about being an investor, you're thinking about being a flipper, shoot me an email. I'll send you the link. But just to get a perspective from a guy that's in it at a national level and he's playing big. And what I love is that he's teaching me to play big. And everybody I work with teaches me to play big. And if you want to play bigger, that's what I started to tell you guys. So I made a big investment to join Ryan Serhant. I'm not leaving my company to join Ryan Serhant, but to be in Ryan Serhant's coaching program. Why? Because I want to work with the best. And Ryan Serhant, number one, is a personal hero of mine. I love him. Went to New York last month, met him. I'm back in New York, June 13th through 15th. Elena Cardone and I will be there. And for another Serhant event. Pretty excited about that. Yep. And then Ryan asked me to speak at his event. Ryan's team asked me to speak at their event in August in Dallas, Texas. So I will be sharing a stage with Ryan Serhant in August in Dallas, Texas, but we don't need to talk about that yet. But anyways, who are you surrounding yourself with? So if you're out there and you're in real estate and you're like, man, I want to play big. I love following Lisa. I love seeing who she's at and who she's doing it with. You can do it too. I am here to tell you. Working with us is not for everybody because I don't like sissies. I don't like quitters. I don't like people that are like, I can't. They give me excuses. Like, don't give me an excuse because I'm out there doing the same thing you're doing every single day, right? I don't quit. And I don't like people who quit. I don't like people who give excuses. And so that's why I think that I'm a good leader for my team of 800 agents now, is because I'm out doing it every single day. And I'm doing it at a bigger level than 99% of them, right? And I'm willing to share everything I do, how I do it, why I do it, the psychology of why I do it, the strategy behind why I do it. And I share that with my team. You are far from a dinosaur. Okay, that says Facebook user. So I don't know who that is, but I could be a dinosaur. It's super easy to sit back and go, I'm not going to change. Lisa Copeland, people always do business with me. I'm good. No, that's not true. That's not right. And the other thing is, I think I talked about this, I started and then I digress, right? But people are asking right now, are we going to see a real estate bubble? Are we going to see a bust? I'm so scared we're going to see a bust. Okay, I'm here to tell you we're not going to see a bust. We might see some correction. We're already seeing it. Right? We're seeing some correction in pricing. And you know what? That's okay. We can't get so escalated in real estate that we price everybody out of the market. The only way to truly build wealth in this country is real estate. So if you are not in real estate, you will not build wealth. You just won't, unless you get lucky, unless you inherit a bunch of money, but you're not going to build it at your day job. You're going to build it. So this house I'm living in right now, I call the house I just sold. Well, that was the house that built this one. So bottom line is the house I sold that we were in for maybe 9 years in Cedar Park, Texas, I made enough money on that house when I sold it to pay cash for this one. Now, I don't say that to brag. I just tell you, how do you make money in real estate? I put 20% down when I bought that house back in the day. And that 20% leveraged, bought me that house. I lived in it for 9 years. I made the payments on it for 9 years. And I made so much money on it when I sold it. I bought this one and I paid cash for it. And I didn't have to put any cash with it. It was the proceeds from that house that paid for this house. Okay. And I put some money in the bank on top of that. That is how you leverage real estate. That's how you build wealth. That is how you build wealth. So I put 20% down on the first house, pay for it for 9 years. I pay cash for this one and even put over 6 figures back in the bank after I paid for this house and all the upgrades and all the everything that we did to this house. And if you've ever been here, you know, I've got a lot of upgrades. And so, so that, I mean, like, how do you argue that? How do you argue that? You don't. So instead of arguing it, fighting it, you get in the game and you work with people every single day that are in the game, that are committed, that are in it to win it. And that's us. That is us, us, us. And so anyways, join us Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. I will be live with Tarek El Moussa. We will not be on Facebook. You have to register for this event. If you want to get a link, shoot me an email at lisa@lisacopeland.com. I'll get the links out to you. And I want to wish everybody a fantastic day. And I'm going to meet with a realtor that I met in New York that wants to join my team. So I'm excited about that. So we're going to go eat lunch in Georgetown. And anyways, that's about all I know for now. But go out there, be great. Commit to your success. And if you're not working with people that drive you, motivate you, and take you to the next level, then you probably need to be talking to us. Hope you have a great day, y'all. Bye-bye.